Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back with our Houston Vikings franchise mode. Yeah, we are gonna be in, what is this, episode 10, I believe, and we are heading into the second season, technically. Yeah, technically, we're heading into the 2018-2019 season, which is the second season of The Sim. So this should be an interesting one. We're going to check out both teams, and we're going to see what it looks like. I mean, it's definitely not the best, that is for sure. I don't see us doing that well, to be honest, but you never know. So our top line consists of David Pastrnak and last year's Calder Cup winner. Yeah, Calder Memorial winner. Calder winner? Sure, Calder winner. Nico Hischier, who is our captain, and also Andre Burakovsky. So we have our two assistants and our captain on the top line. It's a pretty decent first line. Hopefully I'd like to see more out of them this season. Pastrnak had 68 points last year. Hischier had 59, almost had a 30-goal season, and Burakovsky had 57. So I'd like Burakovsky to hit 60 points this year. Hischier, same thing, to be honest, and Pastrnak, if he can get 75, I think that'd be really nice. We'll have to wait and see. It all depends on the growth of Hischier, Burakovsky, and even Pastrnak, really, because Pastrnak can still grow. How much better he'll get, I'm not sure. He is getting basically all the ice time in the world, but still. On the second line, we have Henrik Sedin, who we will be moving at the deadline, that's for sure. We'll move him to a contender with Scott Laughton and Connor Brown. So Connor Brown is looking good. He could potentially be a future second liner if we could get him any higher overall, and again, getting all the ice time he deserves. And Scott Laughton, I mean, he's listed as a third liner, but he's still got basically the best potential in the NHL, the best potential from our bottom nine in the NHL alongside Connor Brown. So hopefully he can get up to an 80, maybe 81. Then we have Tyler Ennis, who's just on a bad contract, who we traded away some defensemen for, and also same thing for Matt Moulson. They both end this year, but they were both on shitty contracts, so I did take those two away from them. Pontus Aberg is looking pretty good, though. I mean, 25 years old, maybe, max. He gets to a 78. But, yeah, we have him for a few years. Then on the fourth line, we have Devontae Smith-Pelly with Phil DiGiuseppe and Reed Boucher. So hopefully Reed Boucher can get a little bit better. I do need to play Ennis and Moulson on the third line, though, just because they are listed as third liners, as Boucher is listed as a depth and Smith-Pelly is listed as a fourth. Now let's go check our defenseman. Here is still where it lacks a lot. Gabriel Carlson, though, 21 years old, 78 overall. Still got a very good potential, and he still has a lot of potential too. Hopefully we can get him to an 80 by the end of the season. Matt Benning, not much time left for him to grow, but we could maybe get him to an 80 as well. Josh Manson, I did make a sign. Did we sign him? Yeah, I believe we signed him from free agency. He's on a 1-year deal. We'll see if I want to bring him back next year or not. Maybe I could trade him away for something. Xavier Ouellet, who I'd like to see get to an 80. He doesn't have that much more time to grow. Steven John's probably not going to get to an 80. He's probably maxed out at a 79, although he's not bad. He's a very good defenseman. Can really throw the body around as well, so you never know. He could maybe be on the third pair for his entire career here in Houston. And Ville Polka, a 77 overall, which overall isn't too bad either. We do have one scratch player in Gustav Olofsson, which, I mean, maybe I should be playing him since he's younger, and, I mean, his potential isn't that great, so, you know what, we'll just keep him there. The goalies, we have Ranta and Korpisalo. I'm going to get Korpisalo to start because I want him to get some ice time. Maybe we could grow him a little bit more. Other than that, obviously we signed Ranta from free agency, so he's on a ridiculous 1-year deal, so we won't be able to trade him, even though he does have some decent value. Just the contract is not going to happen. So let's check the AHL. So we have Jake DeBrusk, who we just traded for in the last episode, I believe, playing with Marco Vanainen, who we just drafted. When was it? Can I please check their stats game. There we go. So Marco Vannanen, we just drafted him 16th overall. A pretty decent player. 53 overall isn't that great. But he is a Finn, so he is allowed to play in the AHL, and he's playing with arguably two of our best players in the AHL. Definitely our two most potential players, and Alex DeBrincat and Jake DeBrusk. So that should be interesting. Then we have Miles Wood, who overall, I mean, he could probably get up to like 78 overall by the time he's done growing. Sebastian Rice was a steal that we got in the 4th round. Well, a potential steal, I shouldn't say steal. Hopefully he can be something. We're giving him a lot of ice time too. Then Kasperi Kapanen, who will more than likely make the NHL next year alongside DeBrincat. On the 3rd line, we have Remy Ellie, who could also make the NHL next year. Cedric Paquette. I mean, he's probably not going to grow much more, but you never know. Riley Barber isn't too bad. He's already listed as a depth forward. Could maybe call him up. Andrew Kopp is 24 years old. Gustav Postler is 23 years old. And Booma may have to give him more ice time. He may not be happy about the ice time down here, but it all depends. Wait, what? Does he have 1 or 2 years left? He's got 1 year left, so I mean, wait, is it really that cheap for 1 year? All right, well, I mean, that's not too bad of a contract, to be fair. Defensively, we have low elite Timothy Liljegren, who I really hope can become a monster. I could see him maybe getting to like 73 overall this year, which would be nice. If he can get higher than that, that'd be even nicer. I'd like to see Afanajanov hit the 60 mark this year. That would be nice. Valimaki, again, 72-ish overall, I would say. Pulock, if we can get him to a 78, maybe 79, he could be playing in the NHL next year. Nick Hag, like to get him 68-ish. And then Lucas Johansson, I mean, he has the potential. I'd love to see him get to like a 70 overall. Whether it will happen or not, I don't know. Goaltending, we've got Luukkonen. I don't know why Sturm was in the starter position there, but we've got Luukkonen and Sturm. So I want to put auto-rotate goalies on for Sturm because I'd like for him to be able to grow, and Luukkonen's obviously going to grow no matter what. But then again, I don't want to turn it off. Because I could keep Korpisalo in, and the Ranta wouldn't be getting any ice time. But if I were to turn auto rotate goalies off, that means Sebastian Sturm wouldn't be getting any ice time. And like I said, I would like for him to get some. So I think I'm gonna keep it off, and I believe it is off. I do just want to make sure that Korpisalo is getting the majority of the starts this year. Now, really quickly, let's go and see if it is on or off. I think it's off. Or no, I think it's on. Sorry, not off. Let's see. Auto-rotate goalies. It is on. So we'll keep it like that, and hopefully everything works out. I should turn up the sliders. Do I want to? Like, it's on, guys. It's clearly on. We'll see if putting it up to 9 makes it any different. And I don't know why we don't have any injuries, though. That could be bad, to be fair. Maybe could have just screwed that up, to be honest. But, all right, let's get some simming going, and we'll see how we do in this season. I don't expect us to be good. I expect 1, maybe 2 more years of bad hockey here in Houston. But from then on, I mean, the future's looking bright. We have some very good players in Nico Hischier, David Pasternak, obviously, Andre Burakovsky, Gabriel Carlson, Joonas Korpisalo, Marco Vannanen, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. I truly think that we could be a decent team here very soon. And to be honest, I mean, you never know. If we go on a run, we could more than likely get... or if we do go on a run, we can more than likely make some trades and maybe bring in some better players. If we are going on a run, though, I'd probably keep Henrik Sedin. And there we go. There's our first injury of the series, believe it or not. That is crazy. So, yeah, all right. That's kind of unfortunate. It was Gabriel Carlson. Gustav Olofsson will get some ice time, though. I may need to call up a forward eventually. I did forget about that, though. So let's see. In our first 10, we went 3-5-2, which overall isn't the greatest record, but we're still getting points. We're probably last in the division. Connor Brown leading the team in points with 8. Very interesting. Since injuries are actually working now, I think I will. Where is roster? Okay, roster moves. I think I will call a forward up. Who will it be though? Kapanen maybe. I think I'd like Kapanen to play. Maybe Barber. Kopp. How about Kopp? Andrew Kopp. He's not that bad. He's pretty all-around player. He's listed as a fourth liner. So you know what? Yeah, we'll call Kopp up. Sure. So let's go to edit lines. He'll just be our depth forward in the AHL, or in the NHL, sorry. So let's go back to the AHL. We'll just have to fill in with someone. I don't think any one of these players are ours. I'm pretty positive they're not. So we'll put Brome in there, but I think I might just go sign a forward that we have. I'm assuming we have a decent prospect. Maybe, what's his name? Wickman? Yeah, Wickman, I think. Is that this series? I'm pretty sure it's this series. Yeah, Wickman. We could sign Wickman, maybe. Okay, well, let's go to the unsigned prospects like this, and we'll figure out what I want to do here. We have plenty of cap space, also have plenty of contracts as well. So let's sort it by forwards, and we'll see unsigned players. Oh, wait. In the system, unsigned. So we've got Linus Olin, 62 at 21. Cole, 55 at 19. Kessel, 57 at 19. Ratcliffe, though, 63 at 19. That's not too bad. Shorstrom, 56 at 18. Also isn't bad. 56 at 18, Shorstrom. I'm still feeling Wickman, though, because he's just the highest overall. Which, to be fair, it wouldn't be bad. 67 at 21 or 56 at 18. And he just has better potential. I feel like we should go Johan Shorstrom and not William Wickman. William Wickman, he's better in a few stats, but Shorstrom is just an all-around player, really. And they're both listed as two ways. So shooting, I'd say it might go to Shorstrom, to be honest. Puck skills, I would say definitely goes to Wickman. Skating, Wickman for sure. Physicality, Wickman. Defense, I would say Shorstrom. And senses, probably Wickman as well. So you know what? We'll give Wickman the chance just because I think he does deserve it. We'll offer him a $700 contract. Yeah, so maybe we could sign some other players at the end of this year if we need to. But so we'll sign him because I do know that he isn't, or that he's a Swede. So I do know that he can play in the AHL. Was the other player Canadian? I honestly do. No, Shorstrom, there's no way Johan Shorstrom was a Canadian, but still. All right, so let's put in William Wickman. He's going to be getting a lot of ice time. Hopefully he could turn into something maybe. He is 67 overall, so you never know. We'll have to wait and see. But, yeah, I think everything is good now. Since injuries are actually, working, I think that'll make this series a little bit more interesting as well. Minus some of the micromanagement, but wait, was that DeBrincat leading? Yes, it is. DeBrincat is an absolute beast. Let me tell you. I do quickly just want to check out the stats. I just want to see how the first line is doing. Mainly, Pasternak with 7, Lund's got 7, Sedin's got 7, Hischer's got 6, Burakovsky's got 4. So honestly, Burakovsky really isn't that great of a point scorer. But I'm still happy, though, because our second line is doing good. I think Henriksen really helps out with that, and Connor Brown is pretty good. Lund getting all that ice time, you never know. He could grow. That'd be really nice. Oh, shit. One thing I do want to check before we get back into the sim as well is to see if Korpisalo has been starting. So if we'll Yeah, we'll go and check that really quickly. Is there any notable growth? Boucher's up to a 78. I think that might be it, though. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's go check goalies. Ranta's in net. He's been starting. No, they both played 6 games. Holy shit. Korpisalo is playing brutally. Well, we'll put him back in net. Wow, those are some brutal stats from Korpisalo, which overall isn't necessarily a bad thing, to be honest, because maybe that means another high draft pick in this upcoming season. We'll sim to the end, or to the very first day of December, the end of November, I guess. And we'll see how we do. An 8-3 loss to Montreal, a 3-2 loss to Tampa, currently on a 3-game losing streak, 5-game losing streak. I think Korpisalo is really helping out with that, though, to be honest. Now, scouting, I was really hoping we will be able to scout more than just like North America and then like the SHL in Russia this year, but it's not looking like it because there's still a lot of prospects in North America, although to be fair, that is where a lot of the prospects do come from, and not like the scouting in this game is very accurate anyways. Sometimes it is, but it's quite rare. So Gabriel Carlsson is available to play in the team's next game. Edit lines manually. Let's see. So a Lawson, how did he do? One goal in how many games was that? How many games did it say? Can't even see it there. How many games did he play? 12 games so far. So I mean, he's definitely getting ice time. So hopefully he does grow a little bit. So we'll switch him out for Gabriel Carlsson. He is still injured though. I don't know if I want to do that. Whatever. We'll see. Does he get injured again? He hasn't against New York. Didn't against Ottawa. I think he might be fine now. And a bit of a win streak for us as well. 4-game win streak. So looking good. I like to see that. Now, I'm pretty sure I have the settings on where it will say, or I should get the notification saying that my player is ready to be played in the next game, but also fully healed. So, like, if we look at, where is it, the NHL injury return warning. So, the settings will allow you to control when you are warned when an NHL player has returned from an injury. If assistant coach is on, the setting will have no effect. Okay, what if it's playable? Okay, so fully healed. So you would think playable and fully. You know what? We'll go just fully healed. I want to know when he's fully healed because I don't want him to continuously get injured. Then again, he might get upset about being scratched. Well, I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. We might have to screw around with that or a little bit just to see. So Pasternak, 22 points. Tyler Ennis, 17 points, is doing good. Hischier with 16. Burakovsky with 16. All right. First line still doing good. Second line still doing good as well. Lund's still a 79. Brown's still an 80, though. Burakovsky has not changed. Hischier hasn't changed. Pasternak hasn't changed either. Defensively, Matt Benning's doing the best. 9 points. Although that is what? That is top 8 players on the team for points. So you know what? He's a pretty decent point-getting defenseman, which is definitely helpful. I do enjoy that, or I do enjoy seeing that. We are currently last in the division, as you would expect. We don't have a great record, although to be fair, it's not that bad. Let's sim to the LA game at the 13th of December, and we'll see what is going on with the team. Then we have a back-to-back right after Christmas. Holy frig, Florida was good. The record was like 17-5-4. That is crazy. That is a stupid record. So Gabriel Carlsson was injured again until January 6th, which is about a month away, which is kind of unfortunate. So that means we're definitely going to be getting Lawson back in. He's going to be getting more ice time. I think we'll switch him and Manson, though. We'll get Manson playing on the top pair with Benning, and we'll see how that does. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it's not too bad of a ordeal. Hopefully they're a decent pairing. One's a defensive defenseman, and the other one, Dmitry Afanashenov, has been injured. I just saw that. So I'm not getting any notifications about the AHL injuries unless it was just a single game injury. Which then, I mean, it should still notify me. Well, no. If it's just like a single day injury, I don't think it does notify me. Okay, well, yeah, he's still in. So Liljegren's already up to a 70 overall, though. Not Pulak. Valimaki's almost up to a 70 as well. Johansson's grew 4 overall. Hag, I think, has grown 2 or something like that. Like I said, though, Afnagenov, if you can get to a 60 by the end of the season, buddy, that would be nice. Liljegren is amazing, though. 4 goals and 23 assists is extremely good. I like seeing that. Let's go back to the forwards. DeBrusk, 2 and 16. Vanainen doing pretty decent, 7 and 5. DeBrincat is an absolute beast, though. Second line, 6 and 11 for Wood, 4 and 3 for Rice, and Kapanen 10 and 9. So overall, pretty decent. How is Luukkonen doing? He's up to a 70 overall, which is good. I believe, was he a 66 or a 69? I want to say he was a 66, so I think overall the growth of the team has been going well so far. Pastrnak almost a point per game player as well. So we aren't in last in the division either anymore. Interesting. Let's go and see where we are throughout the entire league. We'll see. I'm assuming bottom 5 probably. Wow. Vegas is 13th in the league right now. Jesus, they have done an accelerated rebuild, that is for sure. So we are bottom, what is that, 8? We're bottom 8 in the league currently. No way we're getting as bad as the Islanders or Canucks, probably. Even the Rangers, to be honest. Both New York teams not doing good. Los Angeles, we basically have the same record as Los Angeles. It's a little bit different. I mean, if we start losing a little bit, and more than likely when we trade away Henrik Sedin, I'm sure we'll start doing a little bit worse. Let's see, though. Who has been playing goalie recently? And we'll see if that is definitely affecting it. Ranta has played 13 games. Korpisalo has played 19 games and has absolutely brutal stats. So I want to keep Korpisalo in, to be honest. I don't really want to be a contending team, and I don't necessarily want to be in the middle of the pack either. I'd still like a top 10 pick in the draft, to be honest with you. Even though we may not need it. I mean, we've got pretty good pieces here so far in the system. But as of right now, I think I want to check the player growth, or the progress reports. So we'll see how everything is going so far. Pastrnak has not grown. Korpisalo has not grown. Ranta has not. Well, I mean, it says he started at an 82, but I know he started at an 83. Henrik Sedin hasn't changed. Let's see. Anyone has changed? Just some players that are getting a little bit higher. Apparently, Lawton started at a 77, is now a 79, though, even though he didn't change. Apparently, Connor Brown started at a 79 as well, even though that's what they were at the start of the season. Apparently, Carlson and Smith-Pelly both gone down. Smith-Pelly mad about ice time? He might be. Other than that, nothing else. I mean, we checked the goalies. Let's go check the AHL, though. All right, in the system, I guess. Barber, he's gone up 2 overall. Kapanen's gone up an overall. Booma's gone up an overall. Paquette's gone up an overall. Pulak's gone down, even though he was a 77. I know that. Ellie's gone up. DeBrincat's gone up. Wood has not changed. DeBrusk has gone up. He's also 22 now, which is kind of scary. I'd like for him to be a decent player for us. Postler hasn't changed. Pekka Luukkonen. I keep saying Pekka Luukkonen. It's Ukko-Pekka as his first name, and then Luukkonen is his last name. So yeah, he did grow. Liljegren did grow. Valimaki did grow. Wickman has not. Neither has Hag. Neither has Johansson. I thought Johansson was like a 60 overall, and he grew to a 64. Never mind then. All right, well, you know what? That makes so much more sense, because I did definitely think that they all grew. So, all right, guys. Well, I think I'm going to end the episode here and definitely make a trade or two in the next one. I'll have to see what is up, though. I'm not sure. We'll figure all of that out in the next episode, though. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.